there for a second. Hare Krishna. Okay. Oh, I see Vasavi, and our boy who is, oh, he just disappeared. Wonderful to see a lot of kids also joining in today. So I will introduce our speaker for today. We have Audarya Gopa Das Prabhuji, who is going to talk about the today's topic. So Audarya Gopa Prabhuji is by profession and by education an aeronautical engineer. That's very interesting, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji has been practicing Krishna consciousness for more than 2 decades. Hari Bol, right? And he has been part of various youth preaching activities in colleges like SRM in Chennai, and Prabhuji is a very scholarly person, but is a very humble person. One of the person I've always seen how no matter what he does, he's always humble and inviting to others. It's a blessing to be one of the people who can be around such devotees. He's a very good orator and is very fond of history. Interesting. So he likes to study various acharyas and their commentaries about any scripture, and I believe his special interest is on Ramayana, so which is also very famous scripture. He connects philosophy with day-to-day life very nicely. So I think that's very important for us, wherein we hear and read about scriptures, but if we can get how to apply these things in our daily life, I think that's where we are able to connect. So yes, thank you, Prabhuji, for all those connections that you make for us. And currently, Prabhuji has been serving selflessly in Akshar Yoga Center, Whitefield. So let's all of us, I request that we can chant three loud Hari Bols for Prabhuji, and we'll hand it over to him. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ashish Prabhu, and thank you, Manjulali Mataji, and all the organizers for giving me the opportunity to speak something about Lord. We'll just do small prayers, 2 minutes. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Vishatarine जय वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome all of you to Krishna Ratri series, day 9. We will be discussing today. So I'll be doing with Hindi and English. I hope everybody is okay with it. मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलूँगा, थोड़ा इंग्लिश में बोलूँगा because we have some audience who like to have some katha in Hindi as well. So Aghasur का वध. The slides are in Hindi, of course, because I got it from someone, and I used to have I prefer it in Hindi. Anyways, so Aghasur, Agha in Sanskrit means the reptile, the python. Ajgar समझते हैं आप? Ajgar. It's not snake, it's python. So Aghasur, it's a demon called Aghasur. And before that, there's a very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavatam glorifying, especially the pastimes about Supreme Personality of Godhead. It says, निवृत्त तरसै रूपीयमानात् भवौ शिदश्रोत मनोभिरामात् का उत्तम श्लोक गुणानुवादात्. So he says that Nivritta Tarsai Rupagiyamana, that these pastimes of Supreme Lord Krishna and various of his avatars, they are so nectarian. So if we see, we now of course currently there is Mahavatar Nasimha, there is a lot of buzz, and people are mad after this movie, which is good that people are mad after movie on Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I'm hearing that there are many places tickets are not available, so much rush is there. But usually we see that there are so many big stars in Bollywoods and Tollywoods and Sandalwood, and there are so many movies made on them. There are so many stories, but so they may offer us entertainment for some amount of time for sure, but they may not give us enlightenment. In some case, maybe yes, they may give us enlightenment also, but certainly not the emancipation. So, our great teachers have told that pastimes of Supreme Lord Krishna or his any of his avatars like Narsimha, Shri Ramachandra, or Varaha, they offer lot of entertainment, which we will see in our today's session. And at the same time, they do also offer a lot of enlightenment and more importantly, emancipation. So, this is the characteristics of the activities and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this story starts in the 12th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna in the morning he wakes up, and at this age he was tending to the calves, small cows. He was not big enough to take care of the cows. Although we know him Gopal, but at this age when this pastime happened, Krishna was small, so his parents, namely Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maiya, handed him the responsibility of taking care of the small cows. So he got up in the morning, completed his daily routine of the morning, and then he blew his bugle just to make sure that all my friends, now I'm ready. Let's go out with our caps, and we will go to the forest and we'll have fun. Isn't it what we do during? Of course, nowadays uh, children know it has become very difficult. Even if they get holidays, they are so tired with their so much study pressure that they just want to sleep whenever they are getting holiday. But in our days, the learning was fun. It was not bombardment of so much of information. So during our holidays, we would get up early so that we could play. So Lord performs this human-like pastimes, but they are not human. They are superhuman. They are divine actually. So he calls out all his friends that, oh, let's go. And now, so 12th chapter in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it describes this particular lila of Aghasurvat. So first 10 to 12 verses, it describes various games that Lord plays with his various friends. So he starts walking towards the forest, Vrindavan forest, along with his calves, and you see his Gopa friends, and they play various games. And it is so amazing. If you see, so the games are described. One is this chapter, and another chapter is when there is the killing of Pralambasur. So if you see, the games are different. They are not same. And in each chapter there are 8 to 10 different games are mentioned. So it is mentioned that every day they would play some different games. So it is so fun activity in the Golok Vrindavan. It is all fun. Keval Ananda Kanda. This is what is spiritual world or Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha. There is no anxiety. It's only bliss. And this we see when these activities are performed on this Bhuloka by Lord and his devotees, especially his loving devotees like Gopas and Gopis. You see, in this game, Krishna is standing some far, and Gopa friends decide that, okay, let me catch him. I'll go first. I'll go first, and then they start walking. They start running to catch Krishna first. And the other Gopa says, no, I will catch him, Krishna. I will catch Krishna first. Aham purvam, aham purvam. That's how it is mentioned in the uh, in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So you see, there is a competition, but this is a transcendental competition. Nowadays there are many teachers who are coming up with the concept that, well, we should not have any exam because it gives a lot of stress to the children, especially the competitive exam and this and that. Because in material world the competition is to put down others, but in spiritual world, if you see, the competition is not to put down others, it is actually to inspire others. So that is actual competition. So one friend would say, oh, I will reach Krishna first, not because he wanted to egoistically put down the other Gopa friend, but he would say to inspire him. Then the other Gopa friend would say, no, aham purvam, no, I'll go first. And surprisingly, in material world, when one gets first, he gets a lot of rewards, lot of recognition, lot of fame, which in spiritual world also a person gets. But here in the material world, whoever comes second or third or fourth, not much recognition is made. But Krishna gives equal recognition to even who comes second or third or fourth, because whoever touches him first, Krishna embraces, and then whichever gopa comes second or third or fourth, he embraces them also equally. So the reward is same. So the pastime is just to inspire each other, and just to enlighten each other. There's another game, where they would steal each other's lunch boxes. Nowadays, it is prohibited in schools, but in our childhood days, we would do this. We would steal each other's tiffin boxes, and similarly, these Gopa friends, they would steal one tiffin box, and then the other Gopa friend will say, "Where is my tiffin box?" Then he would say in some other hands, some other Gopa friend's hand. Then he will pass it on to some other, and like that, they would just run around each other, so that they can catch and they can give the best offering that their mothers have made to Krishna. So this is spiritual world, and this is what is spiritual activity. So this is what we do in our Janmashtami, which we will be celebrating on 16th of August. I think most of you have been aware by this time. So those who are those who are part of this activity, if you ask them, no, although the day is so hectic, we start from the morning and then we go till midnight, even post midnight, by winding up, and if you take into account the wind up services and everything, but then we feel, Arey, why it ended? Because it is such a Vaikuntha spiritual blissful atmosphere that it's only service, it's only fun, it's only kirtan, dancing, and chanting and feasting. So Srila Prabhupada used to say that my temples are like the gateway to the Vaikuntha. So at least for that one day, you can get the glimpse of the spiritual world when you come and be part of the Janmashtami celebration, which will be held in, I think, our PLH President Lakeside Habitat and in Akshar Yoga. So so because in Bangalore there's a lot of traffic, people cannot travel, especially Saturday. It's horrible traffic. So we have decided that we will celebrate, locally, so that people can more and more people can be benefited and they can experience that spiritual bliss. They can get some feeling of what actually happens in spiritual world. It's only chanting, dancing, and feasting. So I request all of you to be part of the Janmashtami with whole heart, and try to be part of it as much as you can. See, they are playing another game. You know, See, this is what tiffin boxes we discussed, and this is, you see here. The the birds are flying over the sky, and then what each one group of friend would do, he would try to catch the shadow of the bird, and then they would try to catch, and the bird would fly fast, and then when they will catch, they will try to imitate. Okay, I will also fly like wings spread, and like that. So many games they will play, and by this they will entertain Lord Krishna, and then they will also get benefited. See, Krishna is playing flute over here, and everybody is so happily, joyfully, situated. So it is mentioned in Brahma Samhita. What is it? Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi manaso munipungavanam. Sopyasti yasti vipitin avichinta tatve govinda madi purusham tamaham bhajami. That great yogis and munis, they perform tapasya. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo. Koti. For crores and crores of years, they perform lot of tapasya just to have one glance or one darshan of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Can you imagine the fortune of these Gopa friends who are not only having darshan of the Lord, they are playing with the Lord, they are defeating the Lord, they are chasing the Lord, Lord is being defeated by them. So that's why it is said that the bliss of bhakti, the bliss of there are various spiritual paths, like there is dhyana yoga, there is ashtanga yoga, and there is jnana yoga. There are various spiritual paths, and we encourage that people, whatever their psychophysical nature is, they should get into any kind of spiritual path. But the bliss that bhakti gives cannot be compared to any other path. You see, this is the primary example that what people cannot get even after crores and crores of years of tapasya. Our Gopa friends are. Oh, my slides are not visible. Is it that?
Yes, Prabhuji. If you can reshare, yeah, you can
Oh,
reshare.
sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Okay. Do let me know once you are not able to see the screen. Anyways, so this is the bliss. That's why bhakti is a very special process. In bhakti, you get such a bliss, such spiritual activities that they cannot be compared to any other processes. And that's why Kali Yuga, this bhakti process is the most recommended process, and it is most suitable process for this age. And this is what we showcase it in our Janmashtami celebrations, where we do lot of kirtan, where we do lot of dancing. Then there is Abhishekam of the Lord, which goes on for almost 2.5 hours, where Lord is bathed with so many articles, and then that Maharati is there, where everybody is singing and dancing. So it's all bliss. This is what is process of bhakti, and this you can experience in Janmashtami. So yes, be part of Janmashtami. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So our good friend Aghasur. So this Aghasur is a special personality. You know, he is the brother of Bakasur, and he is the brother of Putana. So two personalities happen to visit Krishna just to have some fun with Krishna, but they got died. So this Agha represents cruelty. You know how he was cruel? Because he came in the form of a snake. Now you can ask, well, why he came in the form of snake? Because he thought that previously my sister and my brother tried to kill Krishna, but Krishna somehow killed them. So what I will do is I will take a form of a gigantic python where I will swallow all the gopas along with the calves and Krishna as well, and then I will crush them inside my belly. Which normally pythons do. So he said he was thinking that I can get them into it. So for that I need to take this form. So that's why he became Aghasur. That's why he particularly took the form of this python. Now this python is he took a gigantic form. So it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that one jaw was touching the earth and the other jaw was touching in the sky. That huge form. It is mentioned almost 15 miles form he took actually, and he spread his tongue like a highway. You know, of course, our Bangalore roads are very bad. Especially in rainy season, it becomes difficult. But his tongue was very slippery and very fine. It was appearing as if it's a very long highway. That's how it spread the tongue, so that the Gopa friends can come inside. This is the cruelty. Why he was thinking like that? He was thinking if Krishna is dead, all the small Gopa friends will die, and seeing that calves will die, and seeing their children and Krishna die, all the Vrajvasis will die. The elderly Gopas and elderly Gopis will die, and seeing all the cows died, entire cows will die. So basically, he was sent to kill only Krishna, but he had planned to kill the entire Vraja. All the Vrajavasis he wanted to kill, including Krishna. So that's why he's compared to very cruel personality, very very cruel. And one of our acharyas asked this question that and he was saying that this rascal Krishna, he has killed my brother. I will not only kill him, but his entire race. Where he's slaying like that. So one acharya in our ISKCON, his own is Radha Govind Maharaj asked. He was saying that he killed my brother, so I will kill not only him but the entire Vrajvasi. So he was saying that did Krishna go to Mathura to kill Putana or this Vakasur? They only came to kill Krishna, and Krishna in self-defense he happened to kill them. So this is the difference between the mentality of the devotees and mentality of the demon. So yes, they in previous ages there were two species like demons and devotees, but now in Kali Yuga both of them have entered into our heart. So you see, there are people who always try to when whatever bad happens in their life, they try to blame others. Oh, इसके वजह से हुआ, इसके वजह से हुआ, इसके वजह से मेरा ये हो गया, इसके वजह से मेरा हो गया. They will never try. They will never take whatever is happening as their own responsibility and try to correct themselves. They will only spoil themselves by blaming others. अरे इसने ऐसा किया, मैं भी इसके साथ ऐसा. This is proper demon mentality. Whereas if anything bad happens in a noble soul, in a devotee's life, in a bhakta's life, he will only tell, well, it is maybe because of my bad karma. So whatever is happening, my bad karma is getting exhausted. Let it be. My focus should be to not have any malice towards anybody. So they are simply an agent of my bad karma, which I have done in my previous life. So whatever is happening with me is only I am responsible. Nobody else is responsible. They are simply the agents of returning that karma to me. He doesn't blame others and he becomes a demonic himself. That is a quality of a devotee. Whereas in case of demons, they will blame others unnecessarily. They will not ask proper question. Like in case of Agasu, he was simply thinking, well, Krishna killed my brother, so I will not only kill him but the entire his race, like that. Similarly, you see Hiranyakashipu, he was telling, well, because this Vishnu killed my brother Hiranyaksha, so that's why I will kill him. So, but Vishnu didn't go to kill Hiranyaksha. Actually, Hiranyaksha went and kidnapped Earth, Bhumi Devi, and that's why Varahadev have to intervene and kill Hiranyaksha, like that. So that is the difference between demigod mentality and the demon mentality and devotee mentality. This is very very important lesson we learn from this pastime of the from this thing. And now you see the Gopa friends are entering. You see, Gopa friends are entering, and when they saw, so when this Aghasur came, all the devatas came inside, came in the Akash, and they were saying, what will happen, what will happen, because they were very afraid, because in their previous fights, this Aghasur has defeated Indra and various other devatas. So these devatas were very curious. Okay, will Krishna be able to kill? And they were very afraid. So that's why they were only above the sky, and they were hiding behind the clouds, and they were watching. Whereas you see the Krishna's friend. So one of the Gopa friends told, "Are it is a very nice. It looks a very nice mountain. Let's go inside this mountain cave and see what we can explore." But the other Gopa friend said, "No, no, no. It seems like it's a big gigantic snake. We should not get into it." So that Gopa friend said, "Well, even if it is a snake, why we should fear? We have Krishna with us. He will anyway kill this snake. Why we should fear at all?" So you compare, now even among devotees there are differences. Now demigods are also devotees of Krishna, and the Gopa friends are also devotees of Krishna. But there is a starking difference. You see, there is a difference of faith. Whereas demigods are having little faith in Krishna, and they have a lot of faith in their own abilities. Whereas Gopa friends, they have total surrender and total faith in the protection of Krishna. Well, Krishna will anyway protect us. We just have to serve him. We just have to please him. That's all. But demigods, they want to have their own enjoyment. At the same time, they also perform bhakti. So you see, although demigods have drank amrit, उन्होंने अमृत का घड़ा पिया हुआ है, फिर भी उनको मृत्यु से भय लग रहा है कि अगासुर हमको मार डालेगा. But you see, Gopa friends, they have not drank any amrit or anything, but still they are fearless. That is Ekono Bhajino Prabhu Tomara Charana. That is the difference between a pure devotee and a mixed devotee. So demigods are also devotees, but they are mixed devotees. Devatas are mixed devotees. But Gopa friends are pure devotees. They are simply surrendered onto the will of Krishna and simply pleasing, simply carrying out his order, and they just want to simply serve and please him like that. So this is what should be our motivation if we want to become totally fearless. So we can be fearless not only in this world but also anywhere. Like Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he traveled across the seven oceans to spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. Who at the age of 70, people not even go out of their own houses, forget about going out the country itself. So he not only went outside of the country, but he crossed seven oceans and established a worldwide movement. So that goes to show that how fearless he was and how much faith he was having in the orders of his spiritual master and in the words of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So he took only Bhagavatam with him, which is nothing but the words of Krishna, Krishna himself, basically. So that if we want to be fearless in the world, the takeaway is we should have complete faith uh, uh, in the hands of Krishna, and that we can have only when we are in touch with him through his devotees and through his teachings, like that. Anyways, Gopa friends enter, and now there is a conflict here. Actually, Krishna was seeing all his Gopa friends and these calves were entering into the mouth. So Krishna did not want, and Krishna was amazed. So Bhagavatam describes that Krishna was surprised. So you can ask the question, well, why God? How God can be surprised? Nobody can surprise God. So why God is surprised? Our Acharya, especially there is one Acharya Harishori, he is from Vallabhacharya Sampradaya. You see, Rajasthan, there is a very nice temple of Srinath Ji Nathdwara. So there, all these Sampradaya people are preaching. There is their main matha. So this Harishori Das explains that there was a conflict. Because here devotees wanted to. So the devotees of the Lord wanted to enter into the mouth of Agasur, whereas Lord did not want to enter into the mouth of Magasur. But then now Yogamaya, which is the orchestrating director of the Leela of the Lord, so now usually the desire of the devotee is same as the desire of the Lord, but occasionally that does differ. When it differs, when the devotees want to show the special mercy, like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "Mogasha, Moga Karmana, Moga Jnana Vichetasa," that those sinful people who don't have any interest in performing any good activities, they will rot in hell for lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes, and all their plans will be foiled. But devotees of the Lord say, "No, no, no, Lord, no, wait. Let me go to him and again try to preach your message, try to attract him to your lotus feet. Maybe he will definitely turn." So that is a difference. So you see, there is a conflict between devotees' desire of the Lord and desire of a devotee. But this conflict arises when devotees are more merciful. So here, Gopa friends were thinking that if we stand outside, we don't know how Krishna will kill, but if we go inside, there'll be more thrills. By that, Krishna will be more pleased. So that was their intention while entering into the mouth of the Aghasur. And when he saw that, Krishna didn't want to enter into the mouth of Aghasur, but then he saw, okay, now I should enter because my friends have entered. So he quietly entered, and he saw all his Gopa friends in the belly of this python Aghasur, and they were died. They died because of the poison that was there in the body of this python. So what he did, he glanced on his friends, and they, as if they so they actually had died, but they somehow, it appears as if they got up from their sleep. So that is, that is the nature of the Lord. He gives life through his glances. In fact, he sets motion all the creation through the glance, through his own simply one glance. That's how it is explained in Shrimad Bhagavatam. He glances over the material energy, and material energy start creating various bodies and various planets. So similarly, but just by seeing somebody making dead alive, this is not at all very astonishing for Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. So everybody got up, and then so Krishna started expanding himself, expanding, 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 and then he tore upon his belly, and he got up, and then the soul of Aghasur got out of his body, and he was waiting in the sky for some time. See, yeah, the soul of the Aghasur was waiting in the sky for some time, so that Krishna can come out along with his Gopa friends and calves. So when Krishna came out, then that soul entered into the body of Aghasura. Now you may ask, well, why the soul was waiting? Why it did not enter directly? So there our acharyas like Rupa Goswami and Srila Jiva Goswami explain that, Aghasur is one of the very few demons. In fact, it is one of the only demon where it is directly mentioned. If you read Bhagavatam 10.12.38, it directly mentions that Aghasur attained Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya Mukti means he went back to Vaikuntha. Whereas for other demons like Bakasur and Putana, it is not said like that. Because he did three special things. One, he was looking at Krishna and his devotees for a long time, so that he was inviting them so that they can come in their mouth. Second thing, he gave his body for service of the devotees, because the Gopa friends danced on the tongue of Aghasura, then they enter into it as if they are entering into a cave. And thirdly, Krishna personally entered on the tongue of Aghasura and then in the body. So, like, when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, this tongue is compared to Aghasura, Sarira, Sarira Vidya Jadindriya Dahe Kal. So, this like holy name dances on our tongue. Similarly, Krishna dashed on the tongue of Aghasura. So, because he performed these three services which others have not done, because if you see, he is the only demon who is killed by Krishna entering into his body. If you see all the other demons of the Vrindavan, they have been killed by Krishna by standing outside of there is not much internal connection. But Aghasur is the only demon where actually Krishna entered into the body and tore upon his body. So that's why he was given that Sarupya Mukti, and this is specifically for him. That there is no mention of any other demon achieving this in the Bhagavatam itself. So then demigods became very happy. They started showering flowers, and then this entire pastime ended. And I think the time has also ended. So, although I wanted to discuss many more things, but yeah, due to the interest of time, I would like to stop here. And thank you all for your patience and uh, participating hearing. If you have any questions or comments, I will be more than welcome. Thank you, Ashish and Tuku. Over to you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, this is a wonderful katha. Thank you for giving those specific points about what are the differences between devotees also, and what mood we should inculcate by listening to this awesome, Brajvasi kathas. So I definitely love how you mention how Krishna would go because of his devotee friends wanting to go inside, right? So God is always following or doing what his devotees want. That's a beautiful point that you mentioned, Prabhuji. So thank you for the wonderful visuals and the storytelling. I think I was definitely engrossed and listening. I hope it is the same for the other devotees as well on the call. So we will post the link to the quiz of day 9 in the WhatsApp group very soon, in probably just 2 to 3 minutes. I request everybody to take out some time and kind of memorize or revise in mind what Prabhuji has nicely presented, and attempt the quiz. And the winner of the yesterday's quiz is also going to be announced in the WhatsApp group, right? Okay. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, once again for the wonderful narration. And no, it was very nice to see. It was almost like I'm seeing Vrindavana once again through this presentation and through your words. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Let's all chant one more round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhuji, you're an aeronautical engineer, but you kind of basically presented know how we can elevate from this material world to Goloka in that wonderful flight that you presented. Thank you, Prabhuji. We'll see
Thank
all
you.
of you devotees tomorrow.